I'm recording this video just for the sake of consistency. I know the quality is even shitter than before, but we have to deal with that somehow. In the near future, I'm pretty sure there are going to be massive improvements because I'm going to make them. And yeah, let's just get into this video. How to be consistent. I know this is going to be somewhat preposterous because you can see the timeline of the video uploads. The last video, I believe it was a month ago, probably even more than that. It's not consistent to me, but I am pretty consistent with other things. Working out, whatever, journaling, writing, pretty consistent with that. So I'm just going to tell you how I stay consistent and how I'm going to try to make videos, uploading videos, more consistent as well. The first point is to set an intention or planning. Probably one of the reasons that something is not done or in my life that hasn't been done is because I just didn't know what to do during a certain time. For example, if you're planning a day, you're just literally laying out the things you're going to do throughout that day. And it's sort of a guideline for you to follow to just be able to be more consistent, right? You plan things to get them done. When you don't plan, you don't know what to do. And you just don't do them because it's going to take more energy, there's more friction to come up with things to do, all that sort of stuff, right? So set an intention. That's important because, again, just plan things. Like take 10 minutes at the end of the day to plan out the next day. Like even 1 minute, just 1 minute, right before your bed, you probably grab your phone, right? Open like Notes or Google Keep and just create like a checklist and write down what are you going to get done that day. Maybe you want to clean up your house, maybe you want to work out. So yeah, do that. Even more than that, if you're going to go further than that, then there was a study that was mentioned in the Atomic Habits book by James Clear, which basically states that when you have something that you planned, that is what you're gonna do and when you're going to do it, there's like literally just you are more likely to do it. That's it, you're just more likely to do it. I would also add to that how you're going to do it is also going to reduce that friction to do that thing. That is, just visualize what you're going to do. I'm not saying like sit there for half an hour to try to visualize your workout. Just visualize what actions you're going to be doing. That's it. The second point is one more time, or understanding of the concept of one more time. I'm not sure whether it's a new concept or not, but I have been using it for a couple of years now, which basically goes like this. If you're doing something already and you kind of have to finish it, right? You have to go further, you have to see that through. But you kind of want to give up. It happens. For example, let's say you're doing push-ups and you're like 10 push-ups behind. You have to do 10 more push-ups. Don't think about it that you're going to have to do 10 push-ups, even though it's easy, maybe it's hard for you. Think about it this way. You just have to do one more push-up. That's it. Just one more. That's all you have to do. One more push-up. No more. And what you'll find is that literally anybody can do one more push-up, just one. They're not going to die from it. And they know that, and they're just gonna do it. So It works like that. You know that you can do one step further, just one more step. And you just take it and you just keep going like that. What you'll find is, after that one step is done, you can kind of go further than that and say like one more, even though you know that you just said one more and that's it. You just say one more time, one more step. That's like literally just one step at a time. The third point is to lower your expectations. And that's something that probably everybody makes a mistake with. For example, let's say you're trying to build a new habit and you said something like you're going to wake up at 6 a.m., but you have been waking up at 10 a.m. consistently. You're probably not gonna do that. I mean, like, you can wake up at 6 a.m. once, then the next day something's going to go wrong. Maybe you want to sleep more. It's going to be really hard to keep going like that. So you need to lower your expectations, and then you need to lower your bar, which is you have to make it easy enough for you to follow. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have ambitions or you shouldn't think how to do a lot. Obviously you have to. It's very important. But when it comes to one thing that you have to do, you have to know that it has to be easy enough for you to actually do it consistently. I'm going to give you a personal example with that. In 2022, at the beginning of the year, I set out to start reading books. And I hated it like a lot. So I just ran into a video that was titled How to Read More Books. Or it was an incredible video. And basically what it says is that if you're trying to build a new habit, you just have to start so low that you can do it anytime, anywhere, and regardless of your energy level. That's important. So, in case of reading, read one page. It's going to take like 2 to 5 minutes, maybe 10, but it's just one page. So, in 2022, I read around 12 books with that concept, but I wasn't reading one page at a time, obviously. I think in the first month or two, actually, I read the first book. I've been interrupted. We'll have to move on to the fourth point. And the fourth point is adopt the identity of someone who's consistent. And this is the most important thing by far, because no matter what you try to do, no matter how far you're trying to go, there will always be something that's going to keep you down there, and it's your identity, your self-image, how you view yourself. And it is always going to keep you down, and you just have to change that. You have to change how you view yourself. I'm going to give you an example about workouts. I have been consistent with working out for 5 years now, and I have skipped very, very few workouts in those 5 years. And most of the reasons were because I was either sick or it was way too late for me to do them. Like, I had to go to sleep. I'm going to tell you how the thinking process, which happens when you don't want to work out, So, it's time to work out. Just imagine this. It's time to work out. I'm supposed to be working out. It's already the time to do it. And there's like a thought, I just don't want to do it. I'm tired. I don't have much energy. And the excuses come up, right? Then I think, am I going to skip this? Am I going to mark this workout as skipped? Then there's immediately like a confronting thought that comes to my mind, like, no, I can't skip that. I can't skip. I just can't. That's not what I do. That's not how I do my things, you know? That's not who I am. It's just confronting. It's almost like a pride gets in the way of me skipping it, you know? And in the Atomic Habits as well, it was mentioned that once your pride comes into the play, then it's going to be way easier to break bad habits and to adopt new ones. Yeah, so just try to view yourself as someone who just doesn't skip workouts. Adopt that identity. And the thought process that you would follow is like this. You want to do something, then you literally tell yourself that I am not someone who skips this. After enough times, after enough votes to that identity, you're going to find yourself that it's going to be easier and easier to do that. You just have to put some effort right now into kind of forcing that thinking into yourself. So yeah, that's it. Again, this video is probably going to be recorded just for myself and for myself in the future. This video is going to be somewhat of a history log in my life. How things are going and how shitty the quality is just by looking at the phone and trying to listen to the audio. It's horrible. It's absolutely shit. But one of the things I'm trying to do is be good at camera. That's it.